This video is different. Not only in this video, I am going to show you a technical hands-on of this DeepCode tool, but also I am going to tell you why I think we are in the middle of AI bubble. This product, DeepCode, you can see that it's a #1 repository of the day at GitHub at the moment. It is a research-driven AI development framework created by the Data Intelligence Lab at the University of Hong Kong. The core purpose is to automate the conversion of research papers and complex natural language requirements into fully functional production-ready code. Yes, the idea is really good. What it does is it uses a multi-agent orchestration system that handles document parsing, architectural design, code synthesis, testing, and deployment, effectively functioning as an AI software engineer. DeepCode's agents can analyze academic papers, extract algorithmic logic, and even autonomously generate code, test, and documentation for scientific or production-grade applications. So the ask is huge. Let me quickly show you the installation and then we will proceed further. I am going to use this Ubuntu system. I am going to use it with API based model because that is what it supports at the moment. If you're looking to rent a VM or CPU or GPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to their website in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. Okay, so that is all done. Next up, we need to git clone the repo. And I'm simply going to use this git clone command and we have seeded into it. And you can see that there are various files and folders here. So the files of interest here are these config and secrets files. So if you open them, in the secrets, you need to set your OpenAI API key, or if you want to go with Anthropic, you can set that one out. So, or you can just set it in your environment, which I will be doing shortly. Now, in order to get it installed from the root of the repo, first you need to run this, and this is going to install DeepCode HKU. That is done. And from there, you just need to launch your DeepCode, and that it launches the Streamlit demo here. So that is all well and done. And by the way, I already have set my OpenAI API key. Now, if you go through their repo, this is what all they ask. They don't even tell you to, git clone the repo, but you have to. If you don't, it is going to give you an error. Now, what it does is you can upload a file, you can, or, paper, of course, you can enter the URL of that paper, or you can even just give it in a chat prompt. So for instance, if I upload a file from here, and then let's say I just, I'm just giving it this Agent Omni paper, just as a example, and then you click on start processing. So it initialize, it analyze, download, plan, implement, and all that stuff. But even with the API key, it doesn't work. The reason why it doesn't work, and I have gone through its code, and then I realized after, banging my head for 2 hours that you also need another API key for Brave search, or there is another Boca search or something like that. Otherwise, this thing doesn't work, and you would need to go to its config file. And in the config folder, you can see that there is this Brave search, or there is a Boca search, something like that. And you have to set these API keys in order to get it working. Whereas in their repo, they mention that it is optional, but it is not. It simply doesn't work other than that. Now, having said that, just by using these API keys, it is, in my humble opinion, unworkable. Because not only the cost is an issue, but if we have to implement all of these keys, then it really doesn't serve the purpose, especially if you want to run it on long and huge papers, which is the standout feature. If you look at the features, the paper to code, which translates academic algorithms into executable implementations like text to web, which builds user interfaces from text prompt, and text to backend, which generates scalable server-side infrastructure automatically. The features are great. The architecture is also quite interesting, which primarily uses CodeRag to find and reuse relevant code from large repos, which we already have covered on the channel. The platform integrates automated testing, documentation generation, and semantic analysis, and promises to ensure high quality, reproducible results. But doesn't work like that. System is impressive from the research standpoint, but its practical deployment shows major friction points. Each sub-agent and external function depend on separate APIs like OpenAI for LLM reasoning, or you can use Anthropic, Brave Search or Boca MCP for web retrieval, GitHub for code access. Another, you would need your personal access token and additional document processing libraries. A lot of stuff which you need. And the problem is that this really creates a dependency chain with recurring API costs, throttling limits, and complex environment configuration. Real world users often struggle with maintaining keys, rate limits, and interoperability issues across these APIs, and this pretty much makes it inaccessible for a large majority of people. So theoretical elegance of this autonomous orchestration is one side, but it rarely translates into stable production environment, in my humble opinion. Another thing is that many of the these things like web search and all the tooling, MCP, all of this is now natively getting handled by many of these API based model providers like Anthropic or GPT, for example, in ChatGPT 5 or in Pro, or with the any other model. You can use web search quite easily. It is just a matter of toggling one switch, whether API or console. And all of these models can parse research papers, generate modular code bases, design front ends, and even write documentation without external orchestration or third party search keys. So, this consolidation reduces the need for complex frameworks like this DeepCode, as the latest models already provide integrated retrieval and reasoning capabilities. And same is the case with even Chinese models like GLM, and there are heaps of others. But even then, the repo is number one, and there are a lot of stars there too. I'm not really undermining the project, but I think the days for these sort of projects are numbered, in my opinion. But still, you can see all you have to do is to just insert a word deep and maybe some agentic stuff, and there you go. So you have stars and everything. So I think in a sense projects like these represent the peak of multi-agent automation bubble, I would say. Sophisticated research heavy systems that attempt to combine many specialized tools but end up over engineered in the face of rapid model and tool evolution. So I think models increasingly are absorbing search, retrieval, and code synthesis natively. Frameworks dependent on a web of paid APIs are becoming economically unsustainable and operationally brittle, and you just saw it. So I think that is my take. Let me know what do you think about this. Again, not a reflection on the project, just a generic overview of the industry at the moment. I think that if you're looking to build something which is sort of future proof, not which would be obsolete or redundant in few months. That's it. Please like the video and subscribe, and consider becoming a member, as that helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.